You're tuned into Digital Community Pipeline, the people's platform.
Hi everybody, welcome to Digital Community Pipeline. I'm your host, Gail Flowers. On this episode of DCP, I have a dear friend of mine, Wendy Cicio, joining me to discuss a very serious topic that all too often gets a very negative stigma, which is suicide. In 2015, according to the CDC, suicide was the 10th leading cause of death overall in the United States, claiming the lives of more than 44,000 people. Staggering statistics, to say the least. So please stay tuned to hear how Wendy has personally been affected by suicide and how she is coping with her loss. Up now, I will be sharing personal step growth number 6 of 7, which is watch yourself bloom. Once you've made significant progress, you should look in a mirror and take pride in the reflection. You've earned this, so enjoy it before moving on to the final stage of growth. In other words, take time to smell the roses. Stay tuned. Wendy will be joining me next to share her story of loss and how she hopes to change the negative stigma associated with suicide.
You're listening to Digital Community Pipeline, sharing your community-related news, information, and events worldwide.
Wendy, thank you so much for joining me today on Digital Community Pipeline. It is an honor to have you on the show.
It's definitely my pleasure to be here. Thank you
Absolutely.
for, inviting me.
Oh, yes. I thank you for deciding to come on. And today we're going to have a topic of discussion that needs to be discussed in a wide range, and that is the stigma behind suicide. Can you fill us in on your views and what you've been through?
Well, after 7 years of dealing with this happening to a very close family member of mine, and seeing, what it does to the family and the way that the world reacts to it is incorrect and cruel, really. They say it's a crime. You committed it, and you're going to go to hell for it. And people fear it and view it as voodoo. And on the correct side of things, not many people would act the way that they would under severe duress as they would if they're having a really good day. Mm-hmm. There's post-traumatic distress, and then there's build-up of bullying and self-breakdown and trauma that, kind of just goes through somebody's soul. And they say that it's nobody wants to figure out what it really is. I think they just want to say it's a committed crime. And honestly, if God can, people say that people kill people they were temporarily insane. So if a human can forgive the murderer that actually does kill somebody else because they were temporarily insane, don't you think we worship a God that can forgive us for dying under severe duress where we're not even thinking straight?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I agree 100% with that.
Yeah,
100.
and I just don't. Yeah, and I don't think that the humans still are not getting it. They still think that it's a crime that somebody commits, and they're, look down on them or say they're selfish, and then they want to say it's only for those other people, the mental ill. There's too many people that live to be very, very ripe old ages that are considered mentally ill. The statistics don't follow that it's just for the mentally ill, just for those on meds or who should have been on meds. Statistics don't show that is a reason for it.
Right. To me, it is just so hard these days to get through. And when you're having that moment of, I can't do this anymore, it shouldn't be looked upon or as far as a crime. I don't understand the mindset of that at all.
Yes, it's a spontaneous snap. That's why people don't go and tell people.
Right.
They may have felt depressed before. They may have felt like, I think everybody kind of, gets fed up with life at times.
Absolutely. Oh, yeah.
But the final act is a spontaneous urgency of needing relief from soul pain that you can't get away from your soul sometimes. And
that is deep, soul pain. Oh, my gosh. That tugs. That should be tugging at people that are listening right now, that soul duress. I know we have all been there. And I can say all, Yeah.
And family counselors, they help you deal with things and get rid of them instead of carrying them around forever and ever and ever. I mean,
oh, absolutely.
It takes a while to get upset about stuff. It takes several bullies hurting you and beating you down before you get to that point.
Oh, yeah.
And we live in a bully world. We have to go to counseling and get rid of our pain.
And we do. And like you're saying, earlier we were discussing this, and you're talking about post-traumatic stress. And there's so many different things that people are going through that is just hard to deal with. I mean, it is unbelievable pain, especially in today's society. There's so much going on in the world. I mean, look at the shooting that just occurred. I mean, that was just unbelievable. So we need to
ignore, we need to ignore the shock value and start promoting the things that we're going to promote have to do with things that you want people to share and to hang on to and to not lose sight of the joy, the strength. Right.
And the mainstream media is a lot, to me, at fault about, they go on and on and on about these different tragedies. They don't share enough good news, Right. It's hard for me to even watch the news today because it's so depressing. You know what I'm saying?
I hear about it from other people. Yeah,
absolutely. And it's just, and I don't blame you at all. And I'm less and less. I mean, every time you turn on the TV, it's something negative. And like you say, we need to start changing things around to share positive news and information. And that's one of the reasons why I wanted to start Digital Community Pipeline, because for people to share but their triumphs and trials, and talk about the concerns as well, and what we can do about different things that we're struggling with today.
Yeah, we're allowed to take care of cancer. We're allowed to take care of diabetes. We're allowed to take care, but are we told that we're not supposed to take care of our soul?
Right.
I mean, going to church can help you take care of your soul if you're going to the right church that's not telling you you're guilty and you're, got to go to hell.
Right. Yeah.
But, going to a good therapist, and I'm not talking about you need a psychiatrist and you need to pay all this money. You need to find a friendly family therapist that kind of grows old with you and your family, and they're there for you, and they're not going to rob you. They're going to make sure that you get well. And, I mean, wellness is just wellness. It's not that I was sick. It's that, I could use some tools to having a happier life.
Absolutely.
And, it
we
matters.
All can.
Yeah, right. And we just ignore that. You don't have to take care of your soul. You just got to take care of your appearance. You got to go to the dentist and the doctor and get all those immunizations.
Right. Yeah.
But don't worry about taking care of your soul.
Exactly. Non-physical is just as important as the physical aspects of us.
It is.
We're made up of so many different things.
Right. Otherwise, there wouldn't be suicide.
That's right. And we need to really, really take a deeper look at this subject matter, the suicide.
The stigma, like you said, the stigma causes us to miss the real deal. It happens to the other people. It happens to the people that don't know God. Well, that's a lie, because let me tell you what, my nephew was a Christian, and I know he's with God, and I also know sometimes he's with me.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And he's a heavenly presence. He's a smiling presence in my life, and that's the purpose of his life. He, as always, was smiling. Now, he had a bad week. Probably anybody in his shoes would have freaked out, like he did. And I will say freaked out because I don't think he was thinking straight at that moment.
Yeah, at that moment.
At that moment.
Right.
I think it was temporarily duress with, just not in our right mind. Because I'll tell you what, when I'm upset, I'm not in my right thinking mind.
Right. And I'm not either.
Yeah, and so that's our soul talking to us. That's our soul pain, yeah.
Absolutely. And we need to definitely talk more about that soul pain because that's just as real as any other type.
Oh, and, I know what you were talking about. The out of the darkness walks, yes.
The out of the darkness walk, absolutely.
Yeah, I think they're great, and I think they're reaching people, but I still think we're missing the point because they're, suicide prevention. I know that's the idea, but like you say, it's a spontaneous act, not something that people can, know about. People are not going to do that. Most people do it in private, and you find them later. So there's no way to fix that. Awareness is great, getting it out of the darkness, stop calling it committed, and the out of darkness walks are great about calling it died by suicide, or they suicided, or they died at their own hand. Those are acceptable ways to talk about it, and be talking about it in honesty. You don't want to say committed because they haven't committed a crime. They have become, they've hit rock bottom in a way which they don't know how to deal with it. And we need to just get those answers out there, get those survival kits out there for people, for their soul pain, but anyway, the walks are getting bigger and bigger, and to me that means more and more people are dying. I don't know. I wish the walks would get less and less. But
Wendy, for those, I'm sorry, not to cut you off, but for those who don't know about the walk, are they yearly? And give us a little bit more information on those for the people that don't know about the walk.
Yes, the Out of the Darkness walks are in every state in America, I think. There may be some that don't have it, but I think they're pretty much in every state. In Alabama, they're always the first weekend in November. It's always on a Sunday from 1 to 3:30. They do a butterfly release ceremony, which, it's always extremely beautiful. And then they do that in Chattanooga, I believe in October.
Where can someone get some more information? Is there a website that you could share with us?
Yes. Outofthedarkness.com. It'll show you your different, the different states it's in, and you can sign up to be a team captain. I'm always Team Curtis.
And that was your nephew and his name.
That's my nephew, yes, Curtis Hannum. And I raise money. You can raise money on those things, but I don't. I have raised some, but, I keep going back to them, even though they're hard. Sometimes, like, you might have to skip a year and not go there. Because it can be painful again,
Yeah, very painful, and it's, right there.
You see what everybody's going through. I mean, you look at this team and that team. Yeah, and there's Team Curtis, there's Team Angie, there's Team Joseph, there's Team, I'm talking about people they would freak if they knew. There's a category between ages 8 and 15 yearly. 8 years old.
Wow, that commit. I'm sorry, but using that word.
That's okay. That's okay. We all end up,
it's so embedded. It's so embedded. And
it is embedded in us to say commit.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, the better words are, give me the better words to say.
Died by suicide.
Okay.
You can say suicided or died at their own hand. I say they died by suicide because to me it's no different than dying in a car crash. They died in a life crash.
Right. Oh, my goodness. Wendy, that is so deep, a life crash. Wow.
It's what it is. It's what it is.
Unbelievable. And it's surely
not a murderer. It's not somebody who's, hating on God. It's not, somebody who's not a Christian. It just, the life has crashed you out. And we don't need to get to that point. We can't let ourselves get to that point. We got to take care of each other.
We certainly do.
Can I tell you another website on Facebook?
Absolutely.
It's called Kindness Matters, KINDNESS, Matters, and MATTERS. It's about a girl. Her mama did that website for her, and it's good. It just shows you, her daughter was bullied, and she died by suicide when she was about, I don't know if she was 15 or 16. then their mother died of liver cancer.
Wow.
And but now the older sister, who is taking care of the rest of the family, she still runs the Kindness Matters website, and it's on Facebook.
Okay, it's on Facebook. I'll make sure I add that link as well. For anyone out there that is looking into this, I will definitely put the links up. And again, Wendy, this is amazing information, and I thank you so much for joining me on Digital
Thank you for having me.
Pipeline.
I love sharing it because I really want the stigma dropped. This needs to be embraced so we can actually help these people and stop them from doing it just because they don't want to do it anymore. Not that we stop them, but they stop needing to escape their soul pain.
Stop needing to escape soul pain. Thank you so much. We definitely want to have you on again and share
Thank you.
any type of development.
I think it's a great thing you're doing here.
Thank you so much. And God has a huge hand in it. He says, this needs to be done. So I took heed and did it. And the doors have been opening up. I've been meeting some wonderful people.
Thank you for being an obedient Christian.
Thank you so very much for that. And thank you as well. And you have a great rest of your day.
You too. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Suicide is the third leading cause of death among individuals between the ages of 10 and 14, and the second leading cause of death among individuals between the ages of 15 and 34. There are more than twice as many suicides in the United States as homicides. If you are in crisis, please call the toll-free National Suicide Prevention Lifeline at 1-800-273-TALK. That's 1-800-273-8255. Available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. The service is available to anyone. All calls are confidential. Folks, that's it for this episode of DCP. Thank you so much for tuning in. I welcome anyone that would like to share their story, mission, passion, or purpose right here on Digital Community Pipeline. To be a guest, please visit addvoices.com and click on Digital Community Pipeline. I would also love for you to join the new Digital Community Pipeline Facebook group. Until next time, be blessed.